are you becoming?
I'm happy, but I'm not content. I'm very passionate about self-development. I'm very passionate about people just becoming a greater version of themselves.
Team, do what we do. This is only the beginning. Let's get it.
Hey, suavecita, hey you, chica. I'm not on that, but I'm gonna keep up.
What is good, team? Do what we do. I wanted to bring some value on this Fine Wisdom Wednesday, and honestly, I really couldn't. I was drawing a blank. 190 videos later, I'm drawing a blank, and I called a great friend of mine. Her name is Stacy, and she said, "Why don't you talk about relationships and like energy in relationships?" And the reason why, not energy, but more so just the concept of relationships. And for me, my point of view and the way I do look at relationships is in the sense of I want to have a partner that's necessarily going to be, I won't say completing me, like my other half, in the sense that everything that we build is because we saw this as our vision. Because I look at it that if you're going to be married, for 20, 30, 40 plus years, even 5, 10 plus years, right? It's like you're still going to be with one person, do a lot of things with one person, experience a lot of memories with one person. So then why not have amazing memories to then show the world? Or not even the world, just amazing memories that you can take back and show your family or show your children, your kin, show the next generation to come, saying that this is what we did together. My second point, as far as what I feel like I would necessarily like in relationships, for me at least, and what I always want to be prideful in and work on, is communication. And I was actually, as I'm learning and I'm talking to more people, they said there's one thing when you're just communicating with someone, and there's another aspect of it when people actually comprehend what you're saying. And I'm not no relationship expert. This is just my point of view and what I perceive when I see relationships. I want that winning relationship. Because I know relationships aren't easy. I know they're not easy. I know they're not, it's not always going to be a fairy tale. Sometimes we necessarily talk about soulmates. Sometimes we talk about people who are really down for us, per se. Just depending on the type of generation, or depending on what type of, how you guys vibe, how you guys click. I feel like for everybody it's different. For me, I say, okay, I work out a lot. So for me to partner up with someone who necessarily doesn't work out a lot, it's not saying that it's a bad thing. It's just saying that I've noticed that it's one of those things that maybe somebody does want to work out, but if they don't get the workout in, sometimes it turns to be more of a insecurity, sort of, or maybe there's just no time to work out, and it's just the way it is. Life is hard, sometimes life is, you're just always busy, so, and where I was going with that was, when you're thinking about a relationship or you're wanting to get into a relationship, think about it actually working out with somebody that you're actually, I don't say cohesive, that you not necessarily have to live together, but you necessarily have to be able to understand each other to then create that bond. I won't say a vibe per se, but I won't say energy only, but it's just like, I guess the word I'm kind of looking for is synergy. And I learned that in the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. No, highly effective people. Is that when you're actually having synergy, it's like you're actually listening to what your partner is talking about, and you guys are coming together to decide one thing. And so the basis and the concept of this video is just necessarily just, I guess, I won't say the concept of relationships, because I feel like everything is different, and this is just one person's point of view. Maybe wrong. You can take it or leave it, honestly. You gotta actually leave a comment, tell me exactly what you think, and I'm just looking to say grow and get better in everything that I do. And relationships isn't easy. Relationships are not easy. It's not a piece of cake. But I do feel like when you're working, when you're building something, that significant other, I feel like that is truly amazing. Team, do what we do. This is only the beginning of what is to come, and I promise you there's more on the way.